Hey everyone, it's Lauren with Divided by Sight, and if you need help with writing tips or refilling your creative well, you've come to the right place, as I'm a blind author. If you're a returning guest, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell icon for future videos and live streams. In today's video, we're going to be doing a book tag that was going around, and it's called the Fave Festive Family Film Book Tag. And I originally saw this on Casey's channel, which will be in the description below. And her YouTube channel is Lost in a Bookcase. So, since the questions are kind of long, I'm going to be reading them off my tablet. Ooh! This is a Christmas gift to myself. And it has actually helped me get back into reading. Being able to read them on Kindle or Read2Go, Bookshare. And the first one is Elf. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. What's a book that makes you smile? Ooh. There are a couple books that would fit into that category. I think the one that comes to mind is one that I have read a lot, and I'm going to reread again, even though Nicole's going to disagree with my answer, is the Dresden File by Jim Butcher.
It's true.
Well, I like the sarcastic banter between Dresden and Eagle, but it's a spirit that inhabits the skull that he has, and just the writing throughout the rest of the book not here are all very humorous.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah?
Serving coffee? Why did you do that? Can I try some?
I love Elf. It just inhabits such a childish charm to it that the movie itself makes me smile, and the book. The next question references the Muppet Christmas Carol, as Charles Dickens was a 19th century novelist. What's one of your favorite adaptations or retellings of a story? This could be a book to movie adaptation, a fairy tale retelling, and etc. So, if anyone knew me, they know I love Disney, and that's already retelling classic fairy tales and fables. And the character of Cinderella has been redone so many times. So I like the idea of a Cinderella story because it's adding a high school level modern retelling of the story. And the one that trumps that is Ever After with Drew Barrymore, and that's the only actor I remember that's in it. But that one's kind of dark and sad, though. I mean, it does have the happily ever after in the sense that she does what makes her happy and not I'm this damsel in distress that needs to be rescued by Prince Charming.
Dude, she beat the crap out of her captor.
Yep. The Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich.
That's from the song.
With arsenic sauce. I know. The question with the Grinch is, who is your favorite book villain? And oh my god, I had a hard time thinking of this. Because I always root for the hero, or the sidekick.
Or the anti-hero.
Yeah. So, I have an answer, but I don't really have an answer because there's a lot of debate amongst Harry Potter fans if Snape is a villain.
He's not a villain, he's just an asshole. Totally different.
Yeah, but there's some debate thinking that because he was a secret spy or an agent for...
Triple agent.
Okay, still. That he was an agent for Voldemort, that technically he was a villain. And that he was kind of cruel in the classroom.
Yeah, but I mean, when you find out his backstory and you see his abuse, I mean, how many abusive villains turn around off unstay from that.
It's like always having a demon on your shoulder from your past.
Exactly.
So the next one is not a movie I have seen on this list. I've seen all the other ones.
Nora, what do you want to see?
Well, it's Spongebob Christmas Special.
Dude, there's other shows that have specials that would fit that better than SpongeBob.
Agreed. But the question that goes to it says, what is one of the first books that you have read in your favorite genre? So, oh god, now I'm rethinking my answer. So, I have a tie. So, my two favorite genres are fantasy
Yay!
and paranormal romance.
Boo!
So my answer for fantasy is Valiant, a modern fairy tale by Holly Black.
No.
And for paranormal romance, I'm gonna say The City of Bones for the Mortal Instruments series. And it's funny because I didn't even make the connection until this year that the way that I interweave like paranormal, like trope of paranormal romance or paranormal and trope of fantasy is kind of how Cassandra Clare, the writer of the Immortal Instruments, writes her book. And I was like, cool. So the next movie reference is A Christmas Story.
You'll shoot your eyes out.
Raffy, you'll shoot your eye out. I mean, God, how many times in our family have we watched this movie?
Too many.
Well, every year they have a 24-hour marathon playing it. But even before then, it was just tradition to watch that one and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
And Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And Elf.
Yep. Which, all those movies are on the tag. That's cool. Off my spot, sorry. Name a book you love that has won an award. Example, a Hugo Award, Locus Awards, or Pulitzer Prize, etc. And the book I thought of is the Spiderwick Chronicle. So the Spiderwick Chronicle was a book series written by Holly Black. She came up again. And co-written by Tony Dad-Tiroles. So the next reference is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, it was cute when Lost in Bookcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mentioned, she's like, is it about Harpoon?
I like how in quotes it says Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah, he just inside a Christmas bonus.
I like you. So the question with this movie is, what's a book you were excited to read and that turned out to be a disappointment? And this has to be book 1 of Game of Thrones, A Song of Fire and Ice by George R.R. Martin. So I had tried watching the show. I had a hard time seeing the show. And sometimes with show adaptations from books, if I either don't like the show or I have a hard time following it, I'll try to read the books.
Big mistake.
Oh my god. 2 pages in, I have no idea what's happening. There's every other sentence is a different point of view, and I think that's why I didn't like the book. Because you're following 100 different characters' point of views.
Dude, you need a notebook to take notes of the book to stay on track.
And your notes are as big as the book or thicker.
I mean, I'm pretty good with memorizing characters in a book, but I'm struggling.
And you know why? All the characters have diverse names and descriptions, but they all have the same tone of voice for their how they wrote their dialogue and their interactions.
And a lot of names are the same too.
So the next reference is a movie that I didn't think I would love as much as I do. Is Bad Santa.
I actually haven't seen it all the way through.
What's the memorable line?
Hey, can we do the sandwiches?
So this one asks, what is a character who's optimistic or wants to help others? And my choice is Richard Cypher.
Yep.
from The Wizard's First Rule from the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. And I was introduced to the books from the show that they adapted off the book series.
Yeah, it was just called Legend of the Seeker.
I wish it hadn't been canceled.
I don't know. I've read the full series, and the show did not turn out the way I was hoping it would.
I know, but I like the show more than I like the book.
I don't know where you're wrong.
Because you're a bookworm.
No. But why do you like Richard?
Well, he's given the sword of truth to detectives that are willing to that are truthful, honest, and good. And even though he comes from from poverty, like a farming family, he is willing to sacrifice his own happiness to help others in need.
Yeah, I think someone needs to reread the book series. That's not what the sword's for.
That's what I remember.
Aww.
What?
It's cute. I think that's what the sword does.
It can do it. What was it intended for?
So, it's called the Sword of Truth because it belongs to a seeker who can see through all lies and deceptions. And therefore the sword is used by him.
Yeah.
That's totally not what you're thinking. You bought the sword, but it's not the sword, it's the person itself. That's the power.
So the next one is the Santa Claus. Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
And that is the movie with Tim Allen. And the line for that is, "You killed him." No, I didn't. He fell off the roof.
And the question that goes with it is, what is something from a book that you wish was real? And I think I have a couple of answers to it. That's why it was hard for me to narrow it down. But I would say my answer would be the magic mirror from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Really? Not Tridents?
Technically, we don't know dragons are not real. But it's cool because you look in the mirror and see things that aren't nearby you, or I guess things that you wish to put into the world, in a way.
Yeah. And then I go to Tasmania, they had the same idea. It's called a water mirror. And does the same thing.
Yeah, and it kind of lets you teleport to different places. So that one is kind of cooler. You can combine them. So the next one, going in line with how much we love Disney, is probably one of my favorite ones listed on here. What's The Night Before Christmas?
Yeah, Rita, I got it.
There's frost in every window. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. And in my bones I feel the warmth that's coming from inside. Damn it, now I want to hear the song. But the question to it is, what's a book that's perfect to read in winter? Now, I'm not a seasonal person. I love fall, and I also like winter. But apparently I've been classified as a mood reader and kind of just read whatever floats my boat. But thinking of some of the emotions and I guess colors that are associated with winter, if I had to pick a book, I think with winter you want to curl up under big comfy blankets or near a fire. So I might want to read a book that I've read before. And I think the book that I've reread the most is Phantom by Susan Kay. And it's such a cool idea that she dives more into the character of who Eric was, from his birth and the things that he's done before he even comes to the opera house and how his persona changes throughout the book. And then she was saying how she used the book adaptation, the original book by the author's name, I'll leave in the description because I can't say it. The French guy.
Frenchie!
The musical adaptation by Andrew Lloyd Webber, and then additional research of the period that it's set in. Do I want to say 1800? I think I'm wrong.
French-American Wars. You're right.
Yeah. And then more of how opera houses ran in Paris during that time as well. Which I thought was cool. Like, that's probably the most research she's ever done for a book. Because a lot of other books were contemporary romance. So the next one is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Reindeer.
So, the question for this one is, what's one, Lauren, just one, of your favorite creature from a book?
Dragons.
Dragon! Which is crazy that I have a statue of another favorite creature from fantasy, which is a phoenix over there. I don't have any dragon statues. Oh wait, I do have a dragon fairy in Nikki's room. Never mind.
Yeah, which, by the way, is staying on the altar.
But I don't have any dragon figurine. I did have a cool one where it was like a pen holder. Or a holder that could hold like a letter opener. And it had a dragon head on it. But that is no longer. It broke. So, those were all the questions in the tag. And there are 2 bonus questions. It's funny because the first one is, what's your favorite holiday Christmas movie? And oh my god, it was mentioned in the whole tag. So if I had to pick one to watch over and over again out of the whole list.
Nightmare?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only movie I can watch on Christmas and Halloween. And if I didn't love it that much, there's no way I could watch it twice in 1 year. And listen to the soundtrack on repeat all the time. And the other bonus question is, what is a holiday book that you would recommend? And again, I had to stop and think because I don't really read holiday books, or I haven't read a lot. But one stuck out to me, and I didn't even know it was based off a book series at first. But Nicole introduced me to the film by DreamWorks, Rise of the Guardian. Oh my god, such a good movie. I didn't know it was based off a book. So, the first book, actually it's a series, I'm sorry. So the series is called The Guardians, and it's by William Joyce. And I believe the first book actually focuses on Nicholas, who is Santa Claus.
Yep.
That's a great book to read for Christmas, right there.
And then India's third play on Santa Claus is a Russian thief / pirate, side pirate. That turns good.
And I mean, it's interesting how all the characters are, like, not how you would traditionally think of them. Like, the Tooth Fairy is mentioned in the book and the film, for instance. And it's like a snarky, like, energetic pixie.
Yeah, I think the only one that actually fits my idea is Sanderson, the seaman.
Right. He's kind of, like, introverted, off to himself, doesn't really say a whole lot.
Well, he's a mute.
Right. I mean, there are other ways to communicate, but he's still, like, very drawn to himself and inward. Like, I don't know. He's, like, very aloof, and you don't really know a lot about him. But,
right.
Like you said, he's a dream handman.
Dreamweaver.
Yes. And anything can happen in your dream. And then Nikki's favorite character, Pitch.
The Nightmare King.
Ugh, I hate nightmares. Just the idea of having a nightmare is so powerful. But the fact that he can harness that ability is like, why would you want to mess with him? But then when you learn the story of how he becomes Pitch, you feel sorry for him. You sympathize with the villain, in a way.
Yeah, so what happened was that he was starting to date to the Fearlings, which is what they call creatures that create nightmares. And they met this voice of his daughter, made it seem like she was locked on the other side, so he opened the door and was seen by them. I mean, what father wouldn't go to his daughter's aid?
What parent wouldn't go to their kid's aid? But I mean, technically, that's not like he was, like, a bad person that sought out darkness.
He was just consumed by darkness.
Yeah.
Like any anti-hero.
Through manipulation, which, again, makes you sympathetic to the character. So, when you first watch the film and you don't know a lot of the past backstory of Pitch, you just think he is, like, power-hungry and basically wants to crush his enemy. Like, you don't feel any sympathy for him. It's not until, well, I guess it depends on how many times you see the movie, because upon second watch, you see more of the parallel between him and Jack Frost.
What does better than cold and darkness?
Yes. Well, now I just want to go watch it. But then you wonder, like, okay, there's got to be more in the character than what we're given. And then you go into backstory through reading the book, and you're like, dang. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tag. Nicole's going to be doing it as well. I'm sure all her book answers will be different. Oh, man. That'll be fun when we cover that on our podcast, Enchanting Tales podcast, because our tastes are so different. I mean, yes, we like a lot of the same things, but...
No, I feel books is one of the areas where we're diverse.
The most diverse. And I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and there will be a lot of content scheduled for 2021. I was like kind of overwhelmed, like, I'm gonna do it all day. Nope, pace yourself. That's called burnout.
What's burnout?
When you try to crank out too much in a short period of time, and then you just pass out.
Isn't that when you have sugar pick me up?
Wow. But all the links and the questions will be down in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for future videos and live streams. As I do live streams every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern with Nicole, the Blind Mage, and writer Sam Wicker. And Fridays, I also do live streams at 3 p.m. Eastern.
And the podcast is also on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Woohoo! See you guys in the next video. Bye!